1.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Today we are going to be discussing
Welcome back.
the subsidies that occur when
Subs
taking
subsidies?
laxatives.
What did you say?
What? What?
Sub
Did you
sub
say something? I didn't say
sub
anything.
subsidies?
Welcome back to the portrait of Greenshell.
This is a good intro.
I know, I'm good at intros, you know.
Okay.
Portrait of Greenshell. Here we are back at it again, or as Siavash likes to call it, portrait of a Greenshell.
AKA my personal hell.
Yeah, pretty much.
You don't know what happens here behind closed doors, listener.
Oh, I've got a problem, Siavash.
What?
Never mind. I got many problems. Let's be honest there.
Okay. Okay.
It was an in-game problem. I didn't want to discuss it on the podcast.
Oh, you didn't want to ruin the immersion for the viewer.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to ruin the immersion, especially for the ones listening on Spotify. I didn't want to ruin that immersion for them, which is why you should also check it out on YouTube.
You should also check it out on YouTube and also Instagram and also Facebook and also all the places
MySpace,
that we post.
Twitter,
MySpace, Twitter.
RateMyPoop.com.
Rate my professor. RateMyProfessor.com. Doctor Who DeviantArt fan base.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. We'll be posting it there. Wikipedia. We'll put it there.
The Star Wars wiki.
Yeah, the Star Wars Wikipedia. We'll put it on Wikipedia. We're gonna put it on.
One of our loyal fans, our loyal followers, has to now make an article on Wikipedia.
Exactly, one of our many loyal fans, because we are popular.
Our millions.
Our army of popular fans.
They call themselves the fans. We call them the army.
Exactly.
Because we trust them.
Exactly.
What are we discussing today?
Why cancer is bad.
Okay, you go first.
Death.
Man, you took mine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Someone had to say it, you know.
Someone had to, yeah, but it was gonna be me. I was gonna say it.
But I wanted to say it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It won't happen. It won't happen again.
What? Yeah. What else even? Like, there's nothing.
Everything. Are you saying saying that every other thing about cancer is good? Is this what you're saying?
Look, I'm just saying nothing's coming to mind. Look, I would never say that.
You would never? I mean, sounds kind of like yours. Don't mean to be that guy, but like, someone's got to be that guy.
We were gonna talk about how we had a telepathic link.
Oh, so you're changing the conversation, are you?
Look, I am changing the conversation, but it's because, look, I'm a follower of the Joe Rogan method. I know how to make a good podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing what Joe would do, and I'm ignoring important issues, and I'm talking about the funny stuff.
Okay, fair enough.
AKA a telepathic bond.
Fair enough. We did have a good telepathic bond.
We had a freaking amazing telepathic bond.
All right, so let me set the scene real quick for the viewers.
Yeah.
So we discussed that we were going to film the podcast later this night. We didn't know when it was going to be. And so we just like, okay, later in the night we'll film the podcast, but who knows when. So I decide I'm going to text Siavash. And I'm like, you know what? Let's see if he's still awake and if he's down to do the podcast. So I text him at the exact same time.
And guys, wait. we're pulling up the actual receipts. I have it up on my phone right now.
You can't see it, but like it's there.
It's freaking right in front of my face and my eyes, and it's going into my brain
Exactly,
again.
exactly. So right as I'm typing it, literally within the split second, actually at the exact same time,
It's the exact same freaking
at the
minute,
exact
moment,
same
whatever.
time, Siavash texts, "You better be awake, buddy."
I said you better be you. No, I said you're not even reading it. Let me look at the
Oh shoot,
fucking
I wasn't
tweets.
reading it. I'm sorry.
I said I hope you are still awake. LOL.
Mm. And
We
then we,
said it
then
at
we
the
yeah,
exact same time,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and
We're just kind of built different.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't. We weren't in the same location. We weren't planning to say that to each other. We just kind of we did.
Yeah, we're just kind of like that.
Yeah, like Luca said, we're built. We're
We're
built
built
different.
exquisitely different.
We're built.
We're built like hunks of raw metal.
You're.
Is that how you would
I
describe
was.
yourself?
I would describe myself as a rock that tide is trying to crush me, and it's chipping away at me, but I'm too
That's valid.
powerful.
That's valid. That's valid.
I'm too powerful.
Hmm.
I'm too powerful.
So Sivash, how was your week?
My week, my whole week,
Your whole week, not the half week.
my
Your whole
whole.
week.
Um, I'm gonna say it was pretty good. I would
Hmm.
rate it a solid
On a
6
scale
out of.
of yes to what would you rate it?
Wait. Um, you. Oh, uh,
Hmm?
6 of. I had a stroke. What did you say? What
You
what
walked
did
into
you
fire whilst fighting a husk.
listen? They can't know what we're playing.
Bro,
I'm
you
gonna
just
break their.
died in the dumbest way.
Listen, I got pushed into my fireplace. So listen, this
Okay.
is breaking the immersion. We're breaking the immersion.
I'm sorry. I'm
We're,
sorry. That was just too funny.
we're-
Um.
listen, I'm
Um.
sorry. Can
Can
you
that be the
repeat
art? Can
this?
that be the art for Spotify listeners? That's all they see. Can that please
What?
be the art for the Spotify listeners? Just a
That I just
screenshot. The screenshot of you dying
that I died?
while fighting a husk.
You know what? Go for it.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I said on a scale of yes to how was your day?
I, um, I'm struggling to even. I'm gonna go with like uh.
That's a good
There's
answer.
it sounds
That's a
like
good answer.
there's only shut up. There's probably 2 options. I think
No, there's like
I'm gonna
20
go.
options.
I'm gonna say yes because I don't want to
Ooh, okay.
act. I ain't gonna act a fool.
Act a fool.
Yeah, I ain't gonna act a fool in front of my trustworthy,
Your trustworthy
loyal.
fans.
Yeah, my fans, my audience.
Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah, it was okay. I didn't really do much. It's one of those kind of. I mean, you do stuff, but it's not like it's not following you. It's not like, oh, I did that.
Yeah,
You
no,
think
I
back to
got
it,
you.
maybe you recall it every once in a while.
No, I got
Maybe,
you.
maybe, maybe every once in a while, but it's not mind blowing. Um, yeah, just not a bad weekend. I had my little online courses. Here's a
Nice.
little sneak peek, not to get all TMZ celebrity stalking or whatever, but yeah, I'm doing online classes right now. They're going pretty good. I gotta say, I haven't really met anybody that interesting.
Hmm.
I've met nice people. I haven't met people that I want. That sounds mean, but I I haven't met anybody
Hopefully,
that I
none,
want to.
hopefully none of them are listening.
I hope that no one's listening because I know there are a few people. Robin, you were really nice. I'd like to be friends with you probably, but I don't know. You might be 30, and that might be weird. So I'm not gonna jump to conclusions with that. But you know what? You could be friends with people that are different ages. It's
No, you
just whatever they're
can't.
comfortable
You
with.
can't.
You can't. That's stupid old fart. I looked in her eyes and she looked like she was withering away. I was like, oh,
I
you
think
only got a few years left on you. You're like a dog that they're going to be putting down in a couple of months.
okay.
Um, anyway, yeah,
Wow.
so she was
Wowzers.
pretty, she was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, how was your week? I
My
want to
week
know
was
about you.
alright. It went by kind of fast, but that's all. That's alright.
That's good too.
Mm-hmm.
Fast weeks aren't bad weeks.
No, that's fair.
I prefer slow weeks. I prefer. Do you ever get? Are you one of those people that you're like me, where you kind of you're terrified of time passing by too fast, and one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like
Dead.
98, and
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna wake up dead?
Yeah.
No, I'm not scared of waking up dead.
No, that's just me.
That's just you.
Okay.
I think maybe I don't know. Audience, you could reach out. You
Hey
could tell.
guys, let us know. Do you ever fear waking up dead?
Yeah, it's tell sites. That's the question. That's the cool question
Okay,
of the day.
now we got our topic today, Siavash. What do you think comes after death?
That's our topic.
I mean, we can talk about that.
This is the philosophy hour.
I mean, maybe we can talk about it if you want.
You know what? Let's go for it. Let's dive into it.
Okay,
I feel like
what
it's
do you
a
think
good.
comes after death?
Here's my take.
Yeah,
First of all, I'm pretty agnostic. So who knows? Who the fuck knows? Who
fair,
really knows? You can
fair.
have your. Here's what I think. Who knows? But ultimately, you could just pick whatever you think is going to happen. That's my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
Valid.
Christians, Muslims, I don't
All
know,
wrong. Okay.
all wrong, all dumb, all not red pilled.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't care as long as you're not one of those people. It's like if you wear Crocs, you're going to hell, or like one
Oh
of those
yeah.
religious beliefs. These classic. Jesus wrote that in the Bible like 5,000 years ago when there were still like giant spiders running around. Of course, you couldn't
Really?
wear Crocs. Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah,
that one.
and yeah.
Hmm.
Most people don't know that there were still giant spiders and giant dinosaurs. People try
I
to
think
forget
giant
that.
dinosaurs are just giant in general.
Giant, but they were like they were huge. They were like the size of skyscrapers. They
Oh, I
died in
got you.
like 2 minutes because they ran out of fuel. They ran out
No,
of
I
food.
got
But
you. I'm picking up what you're
yeah,
putting down.
but here's my take. Here's my favorite. Here's what I've heard that I like the sound of. That's the
Mm-hmm.
best way to put it. I
So you're
like
saying
the
you don't like
idea.
the idea of heaven?
I no, actually, I don't, because it
Really?
implies that there's a system of justice. Like there's, I feel like if there's life beyond death, you should be able to redeem yourself
Fair enough.
beyond death. If there is going to be some sort of justice system, you should be able to like get. You should have like a get out of hell free card if you do community service for like
Hey
30,
guys,
30,
you know
30 millennia.
Satan's actually my dad, so I got a get out of jail free card.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. It's not. Damn, what's that term? Where it's like you get a job because you know somebody who works.
Nepotism.
Nepotism. It ain't nepotism. It's merit. It's a meritocracy. That's how I would like
Oh,
visualize
gotcha.
heaven. Um, but my take that I prefer to believe in,
Mm-hmm.
the closest I have to a take that I would prefer to believe in, because I
Yes.
don't really know, um, is this idea that when you die, you are freed of your flesh and mind prison, and your consciousness is everything else that you weren't. So you just become the universe, I guess. You become
Hmm.
free again.
Interesting.
And I like that concept. What about
Interesting.
you? What do you think
I have.
happens?
I mean, I like the concept behind not heaven specifically, but I like the concept behind once you die, you kind of you're in a full resting. You're like just in a permanent resting, but
Yeah,
you have the ability and you are capable of watching over the earth and seeing what happens.
that's
Just you
nice
can't
too.
participate, but you're able to just watch what happens after you're gone. I like that idea because it brings to light the idea that people that you've seen pass are watching you and just being able to see you thrive or see you suffer, but they're still with you.
True. And I would say that somewhat aligns with what I am talking about
I
too, where you
also,
just become,
yeah,
yeah, You just become like a sort of guy. I don't know, not a literal guardian angel, but you
Mhm.
exist as all that there is,
Yeah, I
kind of.
also like the idea of being reincarnated, but I
I
also
like that too, actually.
but
I would like it if it
yeah,
was more believable.
true, true that. I just don't know enough about it, but I mean,
Me
I
too.
think the one I like the most is that like once you die, you're just like in a resting, and you're able to just see the world play out after you're gone. But then the thing is, you got to think, where are all those minds resting? And you can think space is infinite. Sure, space is infinite, but there's got to be a point where it's like, is it still got room for me up there?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
But it's
Another thing that
continue.
go
No,
go
I didn't
ahead.
have
Go
anything.
ahead.
I didn't have anything.
Finish.
I did
No,
not
no,
have
no, no.
anything left. I did not have anything left.
You wanted to talk.
No, I
You're
didn't.
getting your
No, I
fr-
didn't. I
you're
didn't want to
getting
talk.
your
I didn't want
time.
to talk.
You sick son of a bitch! You cut me off.
No, I didn't cut you off. You cut me off. But then I didn't want to say anything.
Well, no, you did. I could. You did cut me off. I could. You. I mean, I didn't cut you. You didn't
Just
cut me.
start
I mean,
talking already, bro.
I'm sure the audience loves this.
Oh, they
Um,
that's why they're still listening.
that's why they're still listening and they're not clicking off. Like they're not immediately changing it. Like
Congrats!
once they
If you're
hear
still listening, you are one of our favorite listeners.
you get a you get a big gold
You get a
star. You get
red
a
star.
big
Oh, gold star.
Luca. Give a big kiss to whoever's listening right now.
Mwah.
That's for you on from his big greasy lips.
Mhm.
Anyway, back to the conversation of death and life after death.
Oh yeah, my
When I
favorite.
hear, yeah, when I hear the term, when people say
When
death
I
is a
hear the
void,
term death, I say yes, please. No.
no, I don't, I don't say that. I don't
I'm
say that.
kidding.
I
Jokes.
hopefully
We're
don't.
kidding. Mother, I'm kidding. I know you're listening.
Your mom is gonna listen to
I no,
this.
I don't know. If she finds it,
Oh,
she's gonna listen to it.
it's okay, but I might not swear as much. But
No,
I
I mean,
love you.
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't plan on telling her.
Okay. Back to the
See,
fucking
what you think
topic
I
of
would tell my mom if I'm swearing on this thing? She'd be like, "Look, why are you
tell.
swearing so much?"
You're right. You're not like that, and she would
Exactly.
kill you, and then you did see
Exactly.
what life after death
And then we
was.
exactly I'd be able to see what life after death is, but then we wouldn't be able to tell it on the
Do you
podcast.
want to see what life after
I
death
wouldn't be able to
is?
tell what it is on the podcast, which is the sad
Let's.
thing.
We'll do this podcast and
In the afterlife, we'll do the podcast.
yeah. Um. Yeah, but what was yeah, okay, back to the death being a void. People say death is a void and they get freaking scared, Like it's like not a very like it alarms people. Does it alarm you?
Does death alarm me?
No, just the idea of death being like you when you die,
Mm-hmm.
you don't feel you don't like exist as anything. You're literally just in a void. And it's like impossible to like imagine
I mean,
that, but
honestly,
like
here's the thing.
you
It scares me, but at the same time, it interests me. Like,
I'm okay with it, honestly,
you're
because the
okay
idea
with
of
death. You're okay with dying. Cool.
no, I'm okay with the idea. Well, you should be, honestly. It's a good thing to get comfortable with.
Yeah, I agree,
Um,
but at the same time, it's slightly terrifying. Because, well,
you shouldn't. Yeah, yeah.
the slightly terrifying part is that you could wake up the next day and you will have experienced death. And you would, like, you don't, it's not planned. And there's no way to know which day is going to be your last or which second is going to be your last. So it's terrifying in the fact that you don't know when your last time seeing someone's going to be.
Here's my take on it. My
Mm-hmm.
healthiest way of looking at it is you should be scared of dying, but you
Yes,
shouldn't be scared of death.
that's fair.
You get
That's
that?
fair. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, really, what I think of is when like death is a void. Like that's an okay concept to me because honestly, like it's hard to think about
Mm.
because it's like everybody would have an opinion or feeling on that. But I just feel like you have to like suspend like I don't know belief and feeling and just think like what it would be like. It's like being asleep. It's like when people ask me how I slept, I honestly don't know how to fucking answer because it's like, I don't know. Are you talking about like how I felt before I fell asleep or when I woke up or like,
Yeah.
because I don't, I don't know how it felt to be asleep.
I
It
mean,
wasn't
I
even
was
like
just say I
conscious.
slept well. I usually when
But
if
how?
someone asks me how I slept, I usually base it off of how much I slept and how tired I am at the moment,
Okay,
or if I
but
woke up in the night.
you
Because a lot of times I'm like, how did I sleep? The only answer that would be negative is I go, I woke up a few times in the middle of the night.
exactly,
Oh, not enough hours. But if none of
exactly.
that
But
happened, then I consider it good.
you don't really know what sleep is like unless you're having
Mm,
like a nightmare. But even then, it's not even really sleeping as much as it's whatever
that's
brain
valid. That's
activity
valid. That's valid.
part of it. But
Yeah, that's
so like
valid.
it's just like people have a hard time coming to terms with being unopinionated about something as like stigmatic or like I don't know, glorified it or feared as death. But like honestly, if that's what it is, I don't care.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so that was a good topic to go with. Got some
Yeah,
morbidity.
yeah. Yeah, what were we talking about last episode? Hot
We're talking
dogs,
about
hot
hot
dog
dogs the
toppings.
entire time.
Let's do a recap of episode 1 on episode 2
Hey guys,
because we're
welcome to
we're
our
already at.
recap.
Welcome to our recap. This is the recap episode.
Can we please
Okay, we're
never
done.
do one
We're
of those?
done recap.
Can we please never do a recap
No,
episode? That's horrible.
no. I respect us. I respect you. We're not doing that.
Thank God.
Yeah. What did I wanted to talk about something and then I forgot. What did you want to talk about? Do you have any?
I mean, I
You
can
you
bring some
you
stuff up.
you started with the strong one. What's life after death or whatever? What yeah, what's on the back burners here?
Alright, let me go. Let me pull up my phone real quick and see what questions I.
Oh, you got notes, you got like subject matters and
I
stuff
mean,
like
no, I
that?
mean, I told you, right? I got my podcast stuff.
That's good.
I told you, bro. I got this on lock. Podcast things. Alright. I can't ask this one. I'll ask this one some other time. I'll ask it some other time
Well,
with some. When we
well
have some.
maybe can you no, we don't have to
When
cut
we
it.
have guests on, I'll bring it up.
Well, no, okay, now you have to tell me.
No, no,
What was it?
no.
You gotta tell me.
I'm leaving the listeners on a cliffhanger. So you want to tune
Oh,
in?
you're leaving me on a cliffhanger.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, fine, okay, yeah,
Oh, I want to get your opinion on something.
okay.
So here, picture. I'll set the scene real quick. So I use the bathroom. All right. So picture that. No, I'm kidding. um. So I use the bathroom and I
Okay.
go to wash my hands. We're out of soap. I go, oh, okay, I'll go fill up with soap. Look under the sink. There's no soap. All right. Well, maybe there's some in the I don't know kitchen. No, there's no soap there either. Oh, so we're out of soap. Hello, mother. I go talk to my mom and I go, Mom, what's the soap situation like? What, we got some soap? We got some soap or what? And she goes, oh, no soap in your bathroom? I go, nope. And she goes, okay. So she goes, follow me. I'll go get you some soap. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm expecting her, they pull up like the big bottles of soap, and I'm like, all right, cool, cool, cool. You know what I'm talking about?
Big bottles of soap? I
Like, you
think
know how they get the
so.
big well, like when you're going to fill up soap, you get like it's not dish soap, but it's the
Yeah,
same kind of
yeah,
container.
yeah, yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, cool, let's go get some soap. And my mom goes, all right, let me see, where is it? And I'm like, I don't see any bottles in here, Mom. She goes, oh, I don't keep our soap in bottles anymore. I go, well, what do you put it in? She goes, I put it in beeswax.
What?
Liquid soap in beeswax.
What is wait, how do you contain something like a
So
cup?
so
What does
so
that
here's the
even?
thing. So I don't know if you know what beeswax is. There's a type of wrapping. So instead of tin foil or something like
Oh,
that, they use beeswax, and it seals with the warmth of your hand. My mom uses it for cheese or for like
yeah,
some
okay.
foods,
We're on
but
the
like,
same we're on the
but
same page.
the problem is, I'm fine
Why
with
would
that. Cheese is fine, but she uses liquid soap to contain
why
beeswax. That was my theory. Why? She goes, oh
why would you
it's more eco-friendly. I go, how am I supposed to get it out of the beeswax without spilling
is
it everywhere?
I feel like part of being eco-friendly is also being, I don't
Resourceful.
know. I mean, yeah, picking the right solutions for the right things.
Exactly.
I appreciate the intentions, though.
I was like, I'm sorry, what? I was so baffled.
Powerful.
I mean, would you not be baffled?
I just be confused, honestly. That's my usually my reaction to things.
Yeah, no, I was like, okay, this is cool. We're gonna use, yeah,
I'm gonna use
we're
beeswax.
gonna use beeswax. And I don't even know at this point, but it was unfathomable. We didn't end up having any, but it
Oh,
was very peculiar, if you ask me, to say the least.
it's an interesting little situation.
So yeah, it was. So I'm curious to see what it is now because we didn't have any. But she's like, oh yeah, I ordered it online. They send the dish soap. They send the dish of the hand soap in the beeswax, and I was like, oh, maybe it's like a
What?
solid one, but no, it's liquid beeswax.
Liquid soap.
Yeah, liquid soap in beeswax.
You- Uh, yeah, I'm confused by this. Yeah, I don't know where to go. Luca, I don't even know where to go with that. Was that the subject matter? Were we going to discuss that?
I just wanted to bring it up and get your opinions on it.
Okay, I like that. Appreciate that. That's a good topic of discussion.
hmm I just
Um,
found it very fascinating and
yeah,
didn't really
no,
know what to even think about it.
yeah. I mean, if it works, I don't know. Maybe if it works, it works. But
Yeah,
I don't know if it doesn't work, which it sounds like it might not because it's liquid soap and beeswax, which is such a weird statement, by the way.
yeah.
Liquid soap and beeswax. Yeah. If it works, it works, I guess. But maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
I mean, we're gonna find
There
out
we go.
eventually.
Make that
I
a
mean, it's
thing.
worked so far, I
Liquid
guess.
soap. It has?
I mean, she's been using it, so I mean, it has to work if she's been using it.
That's true. All right.
All right, you want another
I'm good.
topic?
I'm trying to think of a topic. Yeah, I don't want you to have to carry
All right,
this
well,
whole
I've got a few,
podcast.
but one of them needs to take probably a whole episode. I don't know, maybe not a whole episode, but it's a.
I mean, you could throw it out there. We could discuss it later. We could do a part two or something.
Okay, well, the it's about regrets.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I'm like, there's a lot of.
Anything about?
What are your opinions on regrets and like? I think it's the personal question. Like, what are your regrets in life?
Okay. Feelings about regrets. I'll do that first.
Okay,
I think regrets are a necessary evil because
fair.
they show signs of improvement and maturity in most
Mm,
cases, unless you regret it like right after you do it.
that's fair.
Um,
Like, if you regret it like a
which
few
is
years
usually
later.
you look back at whatever you were doing and you're like, oh, that was cringy. Oh, I why was I even thinking of doing that? That's so dumb. That means that you've improved. You've maybe not improved, but at least you've changed your vision of what you strive to be and stuff like that. So in that sense, I think it's healthy.
I gotcha.
Um, did you want to hear my actual regrets?
I mean,
Because
if you want, or we can not do that.
no, we could though. The only one that I think of, it's such a dumb one, but
hmm
the one that I think of whenever somebody like brings up regrets or just embarrassing moments, I think back to eighth grade graduation, which, by the way, is a minefield time for regrets because it's
Fair enough.
eighth grade graduation. Um, that's like the dumbest you are, and like it's like the perfect balance of being a really dumb person, and then like starting to apprehend the concepts of like responsibility. So it's really uncomfortable.
Mm,
Um, but here's what happened, and you're gonna remember this to some extent, maybe.
yeah.
Um, but I was the, we did a survey. We did a survey in our math class or something like that. That was online or whatever. It's just like a quick Google Forms or whatever.
I don't remember the survey,
And
but okay.
and one of the questions was, what other languages do you speak at home other than English? And I'm like, I don't know what this is for. Maybe they're just gonna put this in the yearbook or something. So I wrote down Farsi. And let me be clear, I'm not lying when I said that, because
No,
we
you
do speak
do.
some
Yeah, yeah,
Farsi.
yeah.
We do.
Yeah,
Here's the
I've heard it.
thing.
I've heard
I
it before. I've
understand.
heard it before.
Yeah, you've heard it happen. Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm much better at listening to somebody or just understanding it than speaking it.
Yeah,
I'm
understandable.
I have an okay accent. I can't remember how to speak that well. Like, it's I'm okay maybe. I can repeat stuff back really well,
Mm.
and I just know like some really helpful phrases and stuff like that. But so yeah, I wrote that down, and then maybe maybe 3 days later, I got called into the office
Oh no.
during lunch, and the principal sat me down and they said, "We for graduation, we want to welcome all of the parents and whoever else is attending, um, in every language that we can." And so you remember this?
I don't
And
remember this
so
at
they said,
all.
okay, they said, we picked you because you put Farsi here, and we had somebody else who could speak Farsi. Who, by the way, I know the kid. He's like a native. He speaks
Who is it?
Farsi
Who is it?
perfectly. I don't want to say.
Is it someone I know?
Let me type it.
Well, the people are gonna. Okay, I was like, the people who are watching the YouTube video will see it.
Oh fuck.
I'll blur it. I'll blur it. I'll blur it. I'll blur it. That's who I thought it was, but I'll blur it.
Okay. Well, I didn't even put it. Yeah, let's just put it for
You
safety.
could have texted it for
But
me.
this
Yeah, I got
kid,
you.
he's a nice kid. He knows
Mhm.
how to speak it almost fucking fluently. I think, even probably like perfectly. Um, And I was like, why didn't you pick that kid? Did you even call him in? And they're like, we just picked you first, and we don't I don't know. Their fucking reasoning was dumb. They probably just picked me first and they didn't want to call another person in. So they were like, can you just do this? And I was like, okay. So I agreed to it, and I asked my mom, and I was like, what would be the best translation for whatever the fucking dumb phrase we were given? It's like, we welcome you to the Piedmont Middle School graduation or something like that. And my mom gave me the slip of paper and she said, just practice this over and over. And I'll be honest with you, buddy, I fucking nailed it when I was practicing.
Did you
Okay.
know?
I got it down to a level of science, to perfection, memorized to the T. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I go up, I'm wearing my dumb fucking suit and tie or whatever. Not a suit. I was probably wearing a dress shirt or some shit. I go up. Um, well, first there's a line of other kids, and these kids are fucking fluent because most kids that speak languages at home are fluent at them. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
then I go up. I'm sweating fucking bullets because I'm an eighth grader and I'm speaking in a language that I'm not comfortable speaking that much, and I fucking butcher it completely. It sounds like I'm fucking reading off of like a note card, and I have no idea what the fucking language is. And I go and I sit down and I'm like, there are fucking like 18 people in the audience who are just fucking disgusted at me right now because they think they just pulled a dumb kid and they were like, can you speak Farsi? And I said, yes. And then I made it up. Or just all these fucking thoughts. I was like, what
Mm-hmm.
are they thinking right now? And I knew maybe one or two of the families that were Persian, so it was fine for the most part. But I knew that there were probably other people attending that listening to that. They were like, that's not fucking you fucking messed it up big time. And so whenever I think of regret, embarrassment, any of those words, it just triggers that. It's like I don't know, it's just like an effect on my brain. And I hate that story because it's like, how do I live that down? But also at the same time, it's so insignificant at this point that I'm angry at myself for even like thinking of it.
I gotcha.
Ugh, you got anything like that?
I got a lot more sad stuff that I regret.
It's fair. Yeah, it's
Um,
not always embarrassing.
a lot more sad stuff and a lot more. I don't really have I don't get embarrassed too often. That's the thing.
That's
But
true. I've
it's
known
hard.
you for a long time. You don't get embarrassed that
I just
much,
don't find things
I would say.
embarrassing. I just like I'm like, oh yeah, cool, cool. But I mean, if I don't know, yeah, that's my story.
It's not
I
really a
I know,
story.
but I don't really have regret. And the thing with regrets is I agree with you the whole maturity thing, but I also think like I think regrets are necessary, but at the same time I don't like them.
I fucking hate them, to be honest with you. It's just like, I guess it's just a sign of improvement in some cases only. Like me regretting that moment, that doesn't work because I obviously regretted the words I was like saying were
Yeah,
coming out of my mouth. I was like, what am I
a
doing?
lot of mine were regrets like way after though.
Yeah, those are really bad too, though. Because I'm gonna like think back to so long ago, and it's like it doesn't even matter at this point.
Hmm.
I probably am more. That's just the one that my head gets stuck on, you know.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to go to the next topic, or
I'm gonna try to think of a topic though.
you want to try to think of a topic?
Give me you got to give me. I feel like we did this last time for something. You got to give me 10 seconds with Mississippi's, and I'm gonna think of the first topic
All right.
that comes to my head.
One,
You start now.
Mississippi. Two, Mississippi. Three, Mississippi. Four, Mississippi. Five, Mississippi. Six, Mississippi. Seven, Mississippi. Eight, Mississippi. Nine, Mississippi. 10, Mississippi.
Wait. Okay. Um. Here's the conclusion. The votes are in, the polls are in, the census is done.
Mm-hmm.
The topic that I came up with was music.
Okay. Like, what
That
about
was
it? Like, just
that was that.
like, what about it? Just music in general, or
Uh, well, you know what? I feel like it's a good subject of discussion now that I think about it because we have very unique music tastes in
fair?
comparison to each other. Luca, what do you listen to? Give the viewers a little hint in on what you listen to on a daily basis.
I listen to a lot of country, a lot of punk, and a lot of pop.
All right. I listen to um well, I don't know. I got my whatever the Spotify, you know that thing, do you use Spotify?
Yeah,
The thing at the end of the year where they're like, here were your top
yeah.
genres and artists or whatever. I think the three of the top five were indie, um,
Indie.
disco or funk or something like that, and like hyper pop. And so it's
Interesting.
really, and that was just three out of the five. The other two were very disjointed too. And so I don't know. How do you find music? You've told me this before actually, so I'm actually I want to be I'm gonna inquire a little.
A lot of
You told
times, what did I tell you? What did I tell you first off?
Yeah, you told me that a lot of times. I'm gonna guess exactly what you said. That it's stuff that you grew up with, and so you listen to that. It's partially nostalgia. That's what I was thinking.
No, not at all.
Oh,
A lot of music I find because because other people play it, and I go, wow, this is really good, and then I listen to it. Or I think so. Actually, the first country song I really got into, I was like, wow, I love this, was I think Rewind by Rascal Flatts. Now, the reason behind it, I actually found the song by accident.
mhm.
So it was when I was obsessed with Dude Perfect.
Jeez,
And I was like, you know what?
that is an accident.
I'm gonna make a playlist full of all the Dude Perfect songs they use. So this was
Wow.
way, way back when. And so I was looking for one of the songs, and it said the word. I didn't catch the title of the song. It said the word rewind a lot, and so I was like, oh, it probably is called Rewind. So I looked up Rewind on Spotify, and it gave me a few different options. I listened to all of them to see which one it was, and I was like, wow, this one sounds really good. It's not it, but it sounds really good. I wonder what it is. Oh, it's Rewind by Rascal Flatts. Never heard of them. Let me put it on my playlist. And so I listened to it, and I loved it. And so slowly, songs like that got recommended on my Spotify, like, you know, weekly,
Mm,
I don't know, mix or whatever. It got stuff like that got recommended.
yeah.
And so I just kind of just got into it really quickly, and I don't know.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
how country kind
interesting
of
how.
started, and then punk started from my childhood because I really liked
Yeah.
what's it called, Bowling for Soup growing up,
Yeah,
and
it's
they
a one
really
I would.
just Bowling for Soup that kind of started my whole punk thing. But besides that, no, I
It's
think most came. Oh, sorry, I keep interrupting you. I think most came
no,
from
all good.
um, other people showing me music. A lot of my pop comes from there as well. And I'm like, wow, this is
Hmm.
really good. Or Disney. I get a lot of Disney songs. Yeah. What
Interesting.
about you?
I think it's interesting how algorithms honestly like affect a lot of people's like listening,
Mm,
because like that's how I've known a lot of people like they develop their music. I think the way it works for me, because algorithms try to figure out whatever they like, the other person likes or whatever.
yeah.
Um, I think the algorithm just figured out that they can throw it's I don't know, they like pick the most random stuff and I'm like, okay, I'll listen to it and I'll usually like it. There are a few exceptions. Ooh, number one, I don't really like country. And
Fair enough.
not to give you a hard time, not to give you a hard time.
Wow,
I
you're
don't
trying to give
ever
me a hard
shut
time now? Wow.
I don't listen.
Wow.
Listen,
Wow.
listen. You've got to give me a chance. You've got to give
No.
me a chance. I don't shun a genre ever. Okay, I'll listen to the song first. Okay, some people are like, I don't like country, and they click off the second they see anything
Yeah.
related to country. I don't typically do that. It doesn't really come up that often, to be fair. But I'm not gonna shut it down just because it's country.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I respect that.
yeah. So I guess I have like a jackpot, like a lottery situation where it just picks something random, but within a certain parameter. And I guess it's very general at that point, but yeah, that's how it works. Um, what did you want to ask me specifically? What was this supposed?
I have no clue. What was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you, how do you find your music? But I think that you kind of answered that.
Yeah, kind of. I would also add in that for some reason, I don't know, adding a visual to whatever the music is gets me a lot more into it
Mm-hmm.
because I like weird visuals. I've always liked weird visuals, and weird visuals always like often go with weird music. So
Yeah.
I watched like a funky music video, and I'm like, I like this music video, and then that my brain kind of I don't know transmogrifies it, and it's like I like this music now, and
That makes
it's
sense.
partially because I like the visuals, but it's cool in that way, you know.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm trying.
Yeah.
So that was a great topic.
No, wait. No,
You want to continue with
let's stick
that?
on music. I don't know. You want to stick on music?
What's your least
What
favorite type of
else do you have to
music?
say about it? My least favorite type.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like not to be that fucking that that kid, but um, I actually like that kid. Go check out that kid. That's a good artist.
Who?
That's serious, by the way. Look at that kid. That's a good hyper pop artist. Um, but not to be that fucking Melvin in the room. I feel like rap in a lot of ways is really homogenized. Um, and that's probably in part because it's become so popular. And there's obviously good rap. I like a lot of fucking
Mm-hmm.
rap. Um, I don't know. It seems like it's an easy gateway for getting into music, and in some ways, I appreciate that because that means that we have more artists and stuff. But
Yeah.
also at the same time, that makes it so fucking monotonous when you see like a billion people whose names start with Lil, and it's like I like
Bro,
Lil. I like
the
adding Lil.
Lils go crazy, bro.
Lils, yeah, those do go crazy, but some of them don't, and then it's just a fucking mosh pit of Lils, and it's like
You know,
I
it's
don't
like you
know.
used to mess with the Littles, but you don't anymore, you know?
I don't mess with the Lils anymore. I mess with Lil Hero though.
Lil Hero?
Have you heard of Lil Hero?
I have not. Tell me a tale of Lil Hero.
I feel like I brought him up maybe a couple of times with you, maybe, I don't know.
I don't know if the viewers know who Lil Hero is.
I mean, yeah, but I just want to make sure the
Oh,
audience doesn't know.
I'm aware of Lil Hero. I'm like Lil Hero's biggest fan. I'm the starter of the fan club, so.
Let me let me tell you the audience about Lil Hero. Gonna go on a slight tangent.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This little character, Lil Hero, um, is a really freaking cool guy. And let me
Yep.
tell you, here's how it started. Okay. Lil Hero, he's walking through the hills, the glorious hills of Honolulu. Um, and in the distance, his eyes perk up, his eyebrows shift. He looks up, he sees an active volcano. He
Oh
looks at it.
no.
He sees people running from it. There's lava and stuff pouring out of it and stuff like that. Everyone's safe, but there's a house, there's an orphanage full of 30,000 orphans in the orphanage. It's a
No.
really big house. Um, and so what Little Hero does is Little Hero runs with their their floppy shoes all the way to the orphanage. They throw themselves onto the building. They break it open with their hands, their muscly hands, their tendons. Um, they rip the door off the hinges and the walls
Wait,
and
who
the
ripped the door
ceilings
open?
and the floor. The orphans are free.
Oh yeah, okay.
They scamper away. What?
Who rips the door open?
Little Hero.
Okay.
Little Hero. Okay. The the orphans run free. There's one, the runt of the litter, as one would say. In a very never mind, that sounds really bad. There's a little kid. There's a little 2-year-old. Um, this kid is wearing a shirt that says future 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 activist slash president slash person for good in the future. So that little hero knows that they're a good kid. They'd rescue any kid. This kid's really special though. And so he grabs this kid because the kid is on top of a building, another orphanage. He also freed all those kids. The kids on the top of the orphanage quivering, they're holding their big teddy bear. Little hero comes up, he gives the teddy bear a kiss on the head, and he grabs the kid and the teddy bear. He jumps. He has a parachute. It says little hero on it. He flies down to the nearby town. Everybody claps and cheers for him. They give him trophies. They give him statues of him. They give him paintings of him. They give him all sorts of things. They give him money. They give him candy. He he stands away from the crowd. He like walks away. He can hear people cheering in the background. He says, "I don't need any of this." Everyone falls quiet. They say, "Why, little hero? Why don't you take our beautiful like offerings and stuff that we've made for you because we love you, respect." He says, "I didn't do this for the money. I didn't do this for the cash. I didn't do this for the statue. I didn't do it for the painting. I didn't do it for the gold. I didn't do it for any of it. I did it to save the children." And everybody goes hog wild. Everybody goes fucking nuts, and they burst into tears. They say, "Little hero, you're the hero we need, but we don't deserve. But we also need you, and we want you too." And he says, "That's who I am. I'm Little Hero," and flies away.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah.
Have you met this guy before?
No, not really. No.
He sounds like a real hero in my opinion.
Some people would characterize him as that. I would too.
I would say he sounds like everything I want to be in the future.
Everything.
What?
Everything.
Everything. He sounds like a
Yeah,
lifesaver, you know?
I'd agree. I'd agree with that.
Like
Honestly,
if I
I
had to
think this.
if I had to give him one character trait, I'd basically say he was Jesus Christ reincarnated.
If I had a genie and they said you have one wish, I'd say be like little hero.
Exactly. Like, I mean, I feel like anyone would wish that. Come on, that's a given. You gotta wish that.
Every kid goes to bed praying on their little with their little PJs on. They say, "I want to be just like little hero." They wear a little cape made out of a blanket. They say, "I want to be like little hero too," but they can't be. He's too good.
Mm-hmm. Little Hero's just built different,
Yeah,
bro.
he was born
He's mechanically
superior.
engineered different.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a good little top. Yeah. What were we talking about?
I
We were
have
talking
actually
about
no clue what we were talking about beforehand. Music?
we were talking about music. Yeah, we were talking about music.
But how did Little Hero come in here? Oh, because the little rapper Littles,
Yeah.
and how we mess with the Little Hero over all the other Littles. Sorry,
Yeah.
Lil Yachty.
Yeah. I actually have an idea for our next topic of discussion.
Okay, go for it.
Let's try a hypothetical.
Okay.
Like a little it's like a little D&D, like a little story,
Yeah, no,
like
I
a
got you.
situation. Do you I that's all I have. Like, so do you want to run it? Do you want to make a little thing up, or do you want me to come up with something on the fly?
I'm still confused by the idea, so you do it.
Okay. Okay. Um okay, you let's say you're walking in a swamp, okay?
Okay.
You're walking in a muddy swamp. You see, and it's also in Minecraft, but it's also in real life. You see a witch. She cackles. She's on a broomstick, as per usual. She says, "Hey, hello there, Lucca." You gasp. How does she know your name?
Mm-hmm.
Um, she says, "I will give you, um, I will give you a what do you?" And then she takes it back. She says, "What do you want?" Actually, I don't have anything prepared.
I want honestly, at the moment, I just really want a giraffe.
Giraffe, and she says, "I don't have that." And she says, "What else do you want?"
Do you have an apricot?
A what?
An
Say
apricot.
anything? Ape?
An apricot.
Oh, ape. Oh,
Apricot.
of course. Um, she says, "I do have one. I have like three of those."
Oh,
Uh,
bienvenidos.
she says, "I have a big wheel of curses. If you will get up to two apricots, but you have to spin this wheel and you get a curse, but you don't know what it'll be.
Deal.
Will you take? Okay. Um, you grab two of the apricots. They're very ripe. They're
I
too
eat
ripe
them.
almost. You eat them with the pit. You take the
Yes,
pit
I
out.
eat the pit.
Okay. You spin the wheel.
No.
No.
Yes, I spin the wheel and I spin as
Well, you
hard as I physically can.
okay? The wheel goes. The wheel spins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 28 times. And it lands on. It lands on. You are you 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 don't know how to read anymore.
I say, that's alright. I never could read anyways.
I mean, yeah, if you really think about it, it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Exactly.
you get apricots. You forget how to read. That's
But I mean, I
okay.
didn't know how to read already, so it's like,
You didn't. That's true. You were
mm-hmm.
illiterate in the first place. It actually makes you able to read now because it.
Oh, it's like reverse,
Yeah, it reverses
like
it.
cancels out, you know?
The witch didn't look through the instruction book
Well,
for his
the
curse.
witch didn't do the witch didn't do her background information, you know?
The witch didn't read the instruction manual. She should have known that if
Mm-hmm.
you use this, you should do it on somebody who's literate in case it lands on that one.
Exactly.
Case. So honestly, she's feeling really pissed off about this because she literally just gave you two apricots and the
Mm-hmm.
ability to read.
Yeah,
And so
I'm winning.
she's freaking peeved right now. And so she looks at you and she stomps on the floor 3 times and she says, "I don't like this about you. Um I'm gonna burn down your home.
I
And
go, I'm
she takes
homeless.
your home. Okay, so she
No, I'm kidding.
gets even angrier. Oh, and then but she doesn't know that. Do you tell her that
Yeah, I
you're
tell her
not
I'm
homeless?
kidding. I tell her I'm kidding.
Oh, and she's like, "That's nice of you to say that, because now I will actually go burn your home down." And
I go, anytime.
she takes a big match. She lights it with her finger, because she's a witch. And she throws it at your house. It goes out because it's just one match. Um, it leaves a burn in your house, like a little singe.
I pull out my katana and I go for the head.
Okay. And then she says, "Wait, and she says, I just thought of a curse for you, to get back at you."
I
She
go, I'm
waves her finger.
listening.
She says, "I'm not telling you," and she waves her finger. She disappears. Later that night, you're sitting on your bed. You're reading your Archie comics,
Oh,
right?
my Archie comics, yeah.
You're on the phone with your friend. Your little feet are kicking behind you because you're doing that thing that they do at sleep.
Oh, yeah,
They
100%.
do that. Okay, yeah, with your little telephone. The wire's wrapped around your finger. You're twiddling it. You you hear a thump on the roof. Now, this is one of I'm going to preface this. This is one of my classic hypotheticals.
Yeah.
I've been telling this for probably 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know if I've given it to you, so this is a treat. This is a treat for me. It should be a treat for you too. So respect it. You hear a thump on the roof. What do you do? What do you do about this?
I go, it's a squirrel. Wait, where am I located? Well, this thump is heard.
You're in your bedroom. You're in your bedroom reading
Which,
your
my
Archie
dad's
comics.
house or my mom's house?
You are at your, let's say, your mom's house.
Okay. Um,
Wait, where are your Archie comics? Let's keep
mom's
the
house.
content.
Mom's house.
Okay, yeah, good. We're good here.
Okay. So I'm like, Wait, so am I reading the Archie comics or am I on the phone with a friend?
You're doing both because you
Okay.
love both of these things so much you can't pick one.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Makes sense. I go, who am I on the phone with?
Me, and
Okay.
I'm telling you a cool story.
Okay, I go, hey, bro, something's on my roof. What do you
And
think I should do?
I'd say, oh, go check that. I don't know about that, man. Go check. That sounds important. Maybe bring like a,
And I
I don't know,
go, I just,
bring something after.
I decide to not do anything because I know that all the doors are locked. But I keep my door open and
Ooh,
I whistle. And so my dogs come running into my room and they jump on my bed.
okay,
And so I have my dogs with me for protection.
all right,
I grab my bedside katana just in case,
yeah.
and I also grab my bedside karambit. And I go, well, worst comes to worst, I get a good fight out of this. And so I keep petting my dogs, and I stay on the phone with my friend, and I just see where the night goes from there.
So you're gonna investigate?
No, I'm gonna stay in my room.
Oh, okay. Um, you hear another bit. It's a bigger thump. You
Like
see
how
a
loud we
dent in
thinking?
your roof.
A dent in
It
my
doesn't it
roof.
doesn't it doesn't startle you per se, but it's like you hear like a thump. It's like a loud
Does my
thump.
mother wake
You
up?
see a no. Your mother is not home for some reason. Um,
Do I see the dent?
you see the dent, and you see there. It's like a crack, and you see the crack open up a little bit, like some of the plaster falls out, and there's a finger, and it has like it has orange hair on it.
I call 911.
And okay, this is the conversation. 911. What's your emergency? Hello.
Hi. I don't know who to call this, but there's like my roof is starting to collapse. It looks like, and I'm a little worried. And
Um,
for my
sir,
safety,
911 is only for. Can you please state your specific emergency?
uh, uh, my life is in danger.
Could you please state your address and also what the problem is?
My address is 5555
Yeah.
One Direct Street
Okay.
in Belgium, United States.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my direct emergency is my life is in danger.
You gotta
Please
be more
send someone.
specific.
I
You
don't have
gotta be
time to
more
describe. I don't
specific
have
than
the
that.
time to describe what's happening, but
Buddy,
I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for
I'm
my
gonna
life.
hang up,
Please help
dude.
me. I don't know what's
You,
happening.
dude, you gotta be more,
Someone is intruding my house.
dude, you gotta be a little more specific with me,
Someone
dude.
or something is intruding my house. I can hear them going
Well,
through my roof.
what's it look like? What's it sound like?
I don't know what it looks like. Are you kidding me? I'm cowering for my life. I don't know what it looks like.
Okay, well, what's it sound like? What are you hearing? Thump,
I hear some
thumps, thumps.
thuds. I hear some thuds, some creaking.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try to send somebody down there. We don't really know what we're dealing with. Like, what are we bringing?
I just need someone for assistance at the moment.
Do you need like uh peppers? We need to bring pepper spray.
You don't you carry pepper spray on you normally?
How long's how long's the ride
What?
down there? How long's the drive down there?
I don't know, like 5 minutes probably.
Okay, we'll try to send somebody. We'll try to send somebody down there. I think we'll send like two officers.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And
Okay.
hang
Take
up.
care.
Yeah, you too. Phone call done. I call my mother now.
Okay. Hello, I'm your mother.
You're gonna be my mother now. Okay. Hi mom.
Yeah.
I just wanted to call to tell you I love you.
Okay.
That's your response? Okay.
I've said that before. Actually, when people say that they're like they just love me, and I'm like, because I'm socially inept and
I
idiotic.
love you.
But we don't.
Okay.
I've said that before, and they're like, what? And they're like, what? And then I realize how dumb I sound.
Yeah, no,
But carry
really.
on.
Um,
It was,
there's someone coming into the house. There's someone barging in the house, and
okay.
I'm scared. I've got the dogs with me, and I've got a
Did
knife or
you
two.
did you feed them?
Yes, why?
I'm just checking.
Mother, this is not the time to be asking if I fed them. There's an intruder in the house. I could
What if
die
they
tonight.
starve?
They're fine, mother.
Okay, you say so. Um, anything else?
Anything else, mother? I'm gonna die.
Okay. Um, maybe. I mean, maybe. You don't know. You're not
Okay, mother,
dying.
there's someone intruding in the house. Do you not care?
That's not good. You get
No,
them out.
really, really, mother, really, it's not good. Who'd have thought?
Okay, take care. Bye. She hangs up. The
Okay,
ch- the finger is now a full hand, a full hairy orange hand. It's reaching out. It's grabbing for
all right.
something,
I
but it's
go.
just grabbing at the air.
What's good, dog? How you doing?
Um, the hand moves out of the way. The it all crumples. The ceiling crumples a little more. It's like an orangutan sticks its head out into your room, and it starts looking at you and drooling. What do you do?
I unsheath my katana.
I thought it already was unsheathed.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, you de-sheathed it after you called 911 or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, so I have an unsheathed katana,
Okay.
and I go, hello.
The big orangutan doesn't respond because it's an orangutan. Instead, he beckons to you. He sticks his hand out and he makes another hole with his hand and he beckons for you to go outside. He like points to the wall facing outside. He says he's kind of like go out there, as if he has to he has to see you to tell you something.
Wait, what wall?
He's like pointing towards the wall that's like out like the outside of the house. He's like go outside
I shake my
basically.
head. No, no, no.
You shave your
I
head.
shake my head.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's happening? You shake your head. He says yes. He shakes his head. Yes, you have to go.
I
You
go.
have to go right now.
I like shrug my shoulders. I go, why?
And he said he he does a little like hand shimmy, and it means it's urgent. Like you have to go outside right now. I can't tell you the details, but it's urgent.
All right, I walk outside. I have Sam and Daddy by my side and my katana in my arm.
Wait, clarify. Those are your dogs.
Yes. Yeah, okay. To clarify, those are my dogs. I walk outside,
Mm-hmm.
and
Let me tell you what you see up there.
okay.
It's an 800-pound orangutan. He's just chilling in your out on your roof. He's punching holes in the drywall and laughing to himself.
I go, hey, bro, what's good?
He looks at you, smiles with big green teeth, yellow teeth, and he just keeps punching holes of drywall.
Um, I I call 911.
Hello, 911. What's your
Hi,
emergency?
me again from 5555 blah, blah, blah,
Oh
blah.
my God, what do you want?
So I realized what the problem is. I need animal control. There's an orangutan at my house, punching
Okay,
punching holes in my walls, in my house.
okay? Do you have his? Do you have any like? Do you have his ID? Do you have?
Why
I
would
don't
I?
know. Do you?
Orangutans
I
don't
don't
have
know.
IDs. There's
He
an
needs
orangutan here, and I need animal control to come take care of it.
if he needs to be served by the state, he needs his identification,
If he
sir.
needs to be what?
He needs his identification to be served by the state,
Served by
aka
the
taken away
state?
by to be cared for by the state. He needs to have his ID to get taken away by animal control. This is a
Are you on
favor we're doing.
crack?
Listen up. I'm a goddamn cop. I know everything. I know
Clearly you
everything about.
don't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Listen to me. I'm not gonna send anybody over there. I'm gonna tell them to cancel if you keep this up.
Fine.
Get get the goddamn orangutan's ID, or I'm not, or we can't send animal control over there. It's the rules.
All right, I'll go get the ID.
It's in the Constitution.
Hey, orangutan, bro, you got any ID on you?
He he throws a banana peel. You slip on it, and he laughs.
So the orangutan now just tried to assassinate me. What are your thoughts on this?
Are you talking to the police?
Yeah, I'm still on the phone with him. I never got off the phone with him.
Oh, okay. They say that's a little kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That seems like you really don't care about the people that you serve and protect, that you swore to serve and protect.
I mean, I only serve and protect people who have all their beautiful paperwork.
I have my paperwork. I don't have the orangutan's paperwork, but I have my paperwork.
Yeah, well, I can serve you, but I can't serve this goddamn orangutan. He doesn't have his goddamn paperwork.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna serve me, can you come and get me out of the situation, please?
We can arrest you.
No, don't. What? How is
I don't
arresting
know.
someone serving someone?
Because, like, you're getting away from the chimp, the orangutan. It's helpful if you really think
It
about it.
really isn't, but okay. Um,
Uh,
well then, I'll talk to you when the officers get here, I guess.
I mean, they might be late, but I don't know. I haven't heard back from them yet, so I don't know. Don't count on it right now.
I'm pretty much counting
They're
on it.
they're busy.
My life kind of depends on it, but okay.
They're busy, dude. Well, you're gonna work them to the bone with an attitude like that. I get that they're on duty or whatever, but come on, man. Um. Anyway, yeah, find the orangutan's goddamn papers, or we can't really do anything about the situation. And then they
Okay.
hang up. 911 hangs up on you.
I go and I try to find the orangutan papers. What is this story turned into? I have no clue what's happening.
Oh fucking no. It's the search for the orangutan's papers. Where do you go in the country to find his papers, his birth certificate?
I go and I ask the orangutan if he has any papers.
He laughs at you in spite and hatred, and his eyes pop out of his head, and he screams in laughter.
Am I still on the phone with you?
What?
Am I still on the phone with you?
Oh yeah, you were dual holding the
Alright, I
911
go,
call
um,
and your mother on the phone.
oh, okay, I go, Mother, what do you think I should do about this orangutan?
She says, did you try calling the police?
Yeah, the police said I need to find its papers.
Yeah, you can probably go find the papers,
Where would I
dude.
find an orangutan's papers?
I don't know. I'm not an orangutan expert.
Well, neither am I, Mother. Do you not
Oh,
care about your
oh,
child?
I do, but also you need to learn responsibility. And part of becoming an adult is finding an orangutan's papers. So find the papers. And then she hangs up and she blocks your number.
What the hell?
You can now pick to go to Beijing, Jamaica, Russia, Moscow to be more specific, or Afghanistan.
Wait,
No,
what? I have to pick to
these are the
go
places
somewhere?
you could go. Yeah, to find the orangutan's papers. You could go to Beijing, Moscow, Tibet, France, or Wyoming. Where do you go? Pick one. Or
Um,
Jamaica. What?
Tibet?
Okay. You go to Tibet, you find a crumpled up birth certificate of an orangutan that is um, estimated at birth to weigh up to 800 pounds in the near future.
How much does my orangutan weigh?
What?
How much does the orangutan the one that was terrorizing me weigh?
I don't know. You don't know his name or anything like that. You
But
just kind of have
you
to.
said how much he weighs.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. He was 800 pounds. So
And this one was 900 pounds, okay.
no,
No?
no. Always, he was always 800.
Wait, what? But the one that I
He's
just
always.
found, the one that I just found is 800.
This one says that he's supposed to be up to 800 pounds. The one that was on your roof was 800 pounds.
Okay, I take the birth certificate and I go to back home and I call 911
Okay.
and I go, I've got the birth certificate.
Okay. They say read out the date, and then
I
the
read out
date
the date.
says the date of birth is March 4th, 2003.
Okay, I read that out.
March 4th, 2003.
Mm-hmm.
March 4th, 2003. Okay, you read that out a couple of times. You're thinking about something.
I know what the date is, Siavash. I know.
Come on,
I know. Do you want me to say it?
say it to the officer.
Oh, March 4th, 2003.
And they say, does this date have any significance to your personal life? Or is this personal lives of people around you?
No.
No?
No.
You said no?
Yeah.
Look at that's my birthday.
I know it's your birthday.
That's my exact date of
I
birth.
know. I was
And then
joking with you, Siavash.
no. Yeah. Okay, well you then okay, so you know that's her birthday. You think to yourself, wait a minute. You look up to the orangutan. The orangutan's been holding a phone this whole time.
So you are
You
the orangutan.
you look closer. The orangutan takes off a mask and takes off the big 800-pound suit or whatever pound suit that would equal to the 800 in my weight. And I am on your roof and I look down and I say April Fools because it's April Fool's Day.
But it's not April Fool's Day.
No, but in this hypothetical, it is now in this hypothetical.
Oh, okay.
Um, and I say April Fools, and what do you say? Because this is the big conclusion.
I say, if you don't pay for all the damage you've caused me and pay for my trauma, I'm going to personally slaughter your entire family.
Then I go home, and that's the hypothetical.
And then I go and slaughter your entire family.
I don't like that part. Let's leave that part out.
No, I think that's the best part.
Okay, if you say so. That's how it ends. You
For
kill my
everyone
family.
watching, this is all a joke. I would never slaughter his family.
You would never do that. You would never do
No,
that, would
I
you?
would never. I'm a good boy.
I know.
A good boy. Ooh.
I know where you fucking hit the bodies.
What?
Anyway,
The
thank you guys
sheep is
for
dry humping me. What?
you.
Alright, yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. That great
Thanks for
hypothetical.
great hypothetical, great subjects.
Yeah,
What were we
great
talking
subjects,
about?
great subjects, yeah. Alright, well, we will see you guys next time on the Portrait of Greenshell.
Portrait of a Greenshell, yeah.
Bye.
Bye guys.